Oh, okay, hold on. Oh, yeah? Hold on. Let me get set.
On an afternoon.
Hello, everybody. Happy Friday to all of you. What's going on? It's Artie of Artie's Corporate Fiction. It's finally Friday. We're almost there. We got like 3 weeks until I'm going on a vacation with the family. Should be fun. And yeah. All right, we're getting on with it. We got a couple of videos at least, and then from there, I'll be taking some suggestions. And we'll see what happens. Tonight's beverage is something I've never tried before, from Farm Truck Brewing Company in Medford, New Jersey, called Farmer's Tan, and it is an American lager, which I tend to enjoy. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, the first one that we got features a police impersonator not named Jeremy DeWitt. So, I wonder how we're gonna have this. Well, welcome everybody. Hit that like button when you're chiming in. Let me make sure I got chat up and running real good. I think so. Yeah, we got it.
In October.
All right, let's go. Hell, it's not pickle beer. It's never going to be pickle beer.
In the middle of a construction zone in downtown Indianapolis. The truck had
Whoa. Okay. Was not expecting a state that was not Michigan or not Wisconsin, so that's already surprising.
amber and white lights activated, along with a spotlight displaying red and white flashing lights, resembling those used by police. A man was seen entering and exiting the truck several times to stop traffic. He wore a reflective yellow shirt, a utility belt, a radio, and carried a holstered handgun. At one point, he directed traffic to make way for an ambulance. To bystanders, he appeared to be a traffic officer managing an emergency scene. But watching from a distance was a detective with the Indiana Crime Guns Task Force, who had been surveilling the vehicle using prior records and photographs. After comparing the man's appearance to the images on file, he confirmed the individual's identity and relayed the information to uniformed detectives. The man allegedly posing as an officer was 24-year-old Jonathan Becker, who was wanted on an active warrant for unlawful carrying of a handgun and already under indictment for impersonating law enforcement in a case that occurred just over a year earlier.
Okay,
nice.
Do you understand what's happening here?
This one!
Nope. I have plenty of guys that work cops, guys. You flew past.
Well, you're not the police. So guess what? If somebody flies past you, call the police.
Hold on, you have your piece.
I will not be lectured.
Okay, all right.
It's not your place.
Yeah, because you should know better.
The handcuff
Recording.
board.
Oh, okay.
You do security. Do you understand that doing security means you cannot put someone in handcuffs? That's what the police. That's what the real police do. Is put people in handcuffs.
Uniformed detectives soon arrived and wasted no time taking Jonathan into custody.
I think it's that one, right in the dead center. See that white one?
Popping out.
We're going.
Oh, stop. You're good, man. Thanks. Stop. You got one.
For what?
We'll talk
I'll
about
tell you
it.
what's going on here in a second.
For what? All right. Hey, can we get out of the road?
Yeah, we'll get you out there.
You got anything else on you, boss?
Nope.
All right. I'm taking the sidewalk over here.
Detectives removed his Glock 17 and discovered it loaded with a full magazine and one round in the chamber.
That's gonna pile on the charges. What's up, Celine?
It's real, right?
Yeah.
I think I have one.
One in the cheek.
Anybody read you your rights, man?
I
Impersonating.
I'm gonna read you your rights if you're
Okay.
custody right now. Okay?
Wait, hold on.
No, hold on. No, you hold on. I'm gonna read you your rights, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to consult with a lawyer before answering any questions and have a lawyer with you during any questioning. You cannot afford to hire a lawyer. One will be provided to you free of cost if you so desire. You have the right to stop answering questions at any time. Do you understand your rights?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take your radio and stuff off you, alright?
Yeah. I'm on the clock.
Well, you're also under arrest right now.
I know. Can I?
Just hold on, dude. We'll get all that stuff sorted out here in a minute, alright?
For impersonating?
Plates don't match on it.
Plates don't match.
No. I'm not sure what the warrant's for.
Is that what that's for?
The
Impersonating?
plates don't match.
Yeah.
Active warrant.
Yeah, they contacted you about the case out of Hamilton County,
Hey, Jonathan, can you just
right?
No. So
Nobody's ever contacted you.
Akira, thank you for the 49 months. Holy crap.
No, you've never talked to another police officer.
No, I haven't. I swear, because I'm on bond.
You know that you're on bond.
Yeah.
That's, okay, if you're on bond, you can't have a firearm on you, man.
We'll see. He looks a little animated right now talking, so I can't wait to meet him. Yep, I'll see you. Bye.
this way. Face the buildings right here for me. Oh, just face me. There you go.
It's not a violation of the bond, it's a violation of the state statute that says if you're under indictment, you can't have a firearm on you.
My attorney said I could. I haven't checked. So
Well, your attorney doesn't make the laws, though, is the problem, right?
I don't know that. That's why I asked him, because he's a
You don't know who makes the laws?
he's a lawyer. I asked him. I said, hey, this is okay, and he said yes. That's the
No,
only reason
you
why-
can't
That's
use.
the only reason why I couldn't.
You just looped through.
Nope. Okay. No. I know people try to do this. But no, you can't use that as a defense.
Your belt, or is it just hooked?
No.
Yeah, he knows he's under indictment, but he said that the lawyer said that he could have a gun.
Sorry.
Relax, okay?
I'm sorry. I'm kind of
I get it,
freaking
dude.
out
Yeah,
right now.
you're fine. Just stay still for us,
I'm just freaking out right now. Sorry.
Yeah, I get it, man. I know it's a lot going on.
Yeah, and I
You're
gotta
good.
pay my people.
We're being cool with you and all that. Like,
You want to get a tow it? You want to tow it?
I would. There's a spare magazine in there. There's a couple things that he's got, like a police notebook that says police on it. He's got a few
course.
things in there that say police.
Okay, so what's the process from here? Where am I going?
we go to Marion County and then Hancock County will come and get you.
You got Hamilton.
You got a warrant. I'm pretty sure it's Hancock.
Hancock.
Yeah, it's Hancock.
For what? Impersonating?
It's impersonating, right? Yep.
I've been good. I haven't done anything.
I think
I
the
know
issue-
it's. I know
hey,
it's not
Stop
you.
walking away from you. Stand over here.
Sorry, my bad.
The issue is when you're under federal or
I don't have any
felony
cases.
indictment. You do. You have a warrant for your arrest for a level 6 felony right now.
I don't have any
Uh-oh.
cases in Hancock.
And because you're under indictment for that felony, you cannot carry a firearm. There's a few things in there. There's a spare magazine in there. There's like a thing that says police, like a notebook and stuff like that.
So is that another felony?
Potentially, it's going to be how this whole thing plays
Okay,
out.
so
Here, I think we're to
do I
499.
have to bond out from there?
Will
or-
do.
So you're going to have to wait till you get to, what is it, Hancock or Hamilton? Hancock County.
So it is Hancock. So what's the process from here?
You go to Marion County, and then Hancock will come get you and take you up there.
I got it.
What's wrong?
Yes, scratch my eye.
Anyone doing the paperwork yet, or do you need me to start?
You want to sit down so you can do it with your leg easier?
No, I got my other guy's working. I need to get him.
Hey, we'll get all that stuff sorted out, my guy.
Will you? Okay.
Just
I
calm
just,
down.
I don't want him to.
Well, you keep moving around to the point where I'm about to put you on the ground. You know
Uh-oh.
what I'm
Please
saying?
don't do that.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be cool. I'm freaking out right now. I've been good this whole time. I've done everything I was supposed to, and
You just confirmed that just back on a Explorer.
I did. So I ran it as an O, which we were told it was. It comes back to an Explorer, and I ran it as a 0 just to be safe, and there was no return. So can you go ahead and get that VIN too?
man, you guys came in quick, like full force. I have someone on the phone. Can I grab my phone?
We'll get all that stuff here. Let them finish doing what they're doing.
How old are you, man?
24. I have this pending case in Marion County,
Oh, yeah?
Pending case in Marion County.
impersonating. I own a traffic control company. We just, I have a truck, amber white lights. Last year I was on my way to work and this guy cut me off. So I flashed my high beams at him and honked my horn. And it was a detective. I didn't even know it. And then he followed me to work and he was like, hey, he like rolled up. He was like, I'm the police.
Edward 67817.
Yep.
Yeah, he never registered it.
Are you a cop? And I was like, no, but are you the guy who ran me off the road? And he was like, that doesn't matter if I ran you off the road or not. And I was like, dude, you can't. I was like, I didn't see any red and blue lights or anything. He's like, that doesn't matter. You can't flash your high beams at people. You activated your emergency lights. And I was like, actually, the guy behind me saw the whole thing. He's my guy that works for me because they're amber lights. And I said, there's no emergency lights. They're all construction, right? You guys see them, right? They're amber and white.
Well, not the spotlight, is it? But
yeah, but that's not red and blue.
Yeah, just red.
But none of that was active. So it's possession of a firearm.
That'll probably be your charge for today, plus the warrant that you have.
There's guardian lights?
3 of them.
Hell yeah.
Hold on, I'll get the whole thing. You're going to catch 1 charge today for being a prohibited person carrying a firearm.
Yeah, where's it?
Which is misdemeanor.
Sorry, I'm just trying to process this right now.
I get it.
I probably won't see the judge until Monday, right?
I'm not sure how Hancock County does it. I know Marion County has judges over the weekend, but I'm not sure how
I won't see
Hancock
him
does it.
today. Well, I have to deal with my case out in Marion, then?
It shouldn't affect Marion at all.
Okay. I didn't know, because it's not like probation, right?
No.
Okay, because I know when I got locked up last time, I had to wait. I had a hold on Hancock because I had my case because I was on probation.
You were on probation?
I was on probation last year. I got locked up. It took 10 days to come
You
get
got a
me.
good day.
What were you on probation for?
Unlawful display of emergency lights.
That was
Oh,
before
yeah?
the Marion County case?
Yeah. So
He really needs to shut the hell up. I don't know why he keeps on yapping.
Were you ever convicted of that?
I was. Yeah, I was. So I caught probation, and then I got a new charge from Marion County, and that was the felony 6 impersonation.
Did they tell you when you were on probation that you couldn't have a firearm?
Yeah, when I was on probation, but I'm not on probation anymore because I did my time for that because I caught the new charge.
They just got cards from like every police department.
So I went before the judge and I was like, yeah, I caught a new charge. And he was like, all right, 30 days in Hancock County. So this is.
So you did 30 days in jail after the Marion County one?
I did 30 days for the misdemeanor of the unlawful. Yeah. Took away my probation.
Matt Myers? You're all like hella old. Matt Myers? That sounds familiar. Detective Doc Hughes? Bro, I feel like these are made up. Matt, let me see the Matt Myers one. Tracy Cantrell. I know Tracy. Like, I just don't know. Like, these seem like these don't even look like. I've never seen these. These are fucking fake. Yeah, I've never seen.
Did he have a gun?
Yeah, it's right here.
Can we run it and put it in teams for the report?
Can I see the? Okay, so it's impersonating.
Yeah, whatever impersonating case you have out of Hancock County.
Damn, that just went out today.
You wouldn't have known. It's sealed.
Huh?
I said you wouldn't have known about it.
Oh, okay.
It's not on my case or anything.
Oh, it's not. Okay. Damn, that's crazy. I don't know what I did in Hancock County.
Yes, sir. Do I have a minute? For you, always.
You think these lights will change to red and blue?
That's what I'm wondering.
Where did that plainclothes cop?
Huh?
Where did that plainclothes cop stop you at?
46 in Richard.
He was telling us about it, saying you cut him off and he never used emergency red and blue.
The Lawrence cops, like, I was an explorer and everything and all that, and so all the guys know me up in Lawrence. And
Why? Like, I feel like being a police explorer is the purest pipeline into becoming an impersonator.
Like he radioed it in, and I was like, hey man, I'm gonna leave because I don't.
Hey, Taco.
You have siren in there?
Yeah, because I do funeral escorts.
Yes! Jeremy, we're friends.
Do you have a warrant to go through?
I'm so happy about that. I'm so happy they put that there.
Because I don't.
You have siren in there?
Yeah, because I do funeral escorts. Every now and then. Do you have a warrant to go through the truck?
I don't know.
Okay.
Do the plates belong to that truck?
I haven't registered it. I just bought it.
No, so they're probably doing an inventory on it.
I'm just trying to be cool. I do have to pay my people.
Okay.
Am I able to be on my phone for a little bit?
Well, not right this moment.
I know, but
once
here
a
in a
detective
little bit.
comes and talks to you and does all that stuff, then yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna be here for a minute. Okay. All right. I just want to make sure my guys are taken care of. So impersonating out of Hancock County. Sergeant.
Mm-hmm.
Stop.
Able to grab my phone.
Your phone?
Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
Cody.
Jester, I don't think he has a motorcycle, so.
All right.
What's that? I don't even know what I did. Hancock County. I showed up at a crash dealer. I mean, like, I was on my way to work, and this guy had flipped his car over. But I was like, it just happened in front of me, so I stopped to make sure he was okay. There was a doctor there too and stuff. I wonder if that's got something to do.
Dude, we don't know anything about it.
I know. I'm just trying to figure out. And I stay out of Hancock County too, because that's like they're crazy out there.
What do you need, man?
Yeah.
Your phone number?
Yeah, here.
Whose phone number?
Go to contacts. Can I make some calls real quick, please?
Who you calling?
My guy for work, and then my mom.
Your mom? You're 24, man.
I know, cause she'll take.
What you got?
Mom.
Is that radio? Does that have access to like police channels and stuff?
I'm not a police officer. I don't know.
I didn't say you were. I was asking like.
So the guy down there.
Hey, you want to call mom? You just gonna tell her where you're going, or you're not gonna be home, or what?
Yeah. I'm gonna explain to her what's going on. Yeah, hey, and she'll let everyone know, my attorney and stuff.
She'll call your attorney, and then we can shut this off.
Yeah. All right, let me call my dad real quick. And my guy's down there. I gotta let him know what's going on. Hey, Dad, are you at the hospital still?
Hey, Dad.
Is Mom there? I'm.
Oh my God.
In cuffs right now. Is Grandma with you?
Oh my God.
You're in what?
Is Grandma with you?
Yes.
Okay. Can you step out?
Yeah, hang on a second. Okay, what's up?
Hey, I don't know what's going on, but you need to call Josh, and I'm in cuffs. I'm going back to Hancock County. I'm in handcuffs. I'm here with IMPD. I apparently have another warrant for what? Impersonating?
They'll let you know all that, but yeah.
I think they said it's impersonating a police officer out of Hancock County. So right now I'm going to Marion County, and then I'll be transported to Hancock County.
I wouldn't be caught dead making this phone call.
No clue what's going on. I haven't done anything. But they said I have a warrant. And then, so I need you to let Josh, Taylor, and Chelsea know. I don't know. Can I call my manager to let him know to pay my guys?
Come on, man, let's go.
Okay, I'm gonna let Taylor know and Chelsea because I still gotta pay my guys for today.
Alright.
Can you leave?
We gotta say goodbye.
Wait, that's gonna go to the property room.
Well, you only take so much with you, dude.
How much can I take?
500.
So will I get it back out?
Yeah, I don't keep it. You just gotta go there and get it. All right, say goodbye. We'll see you.
Alright, Dad. I'll try and call you when I get in there. Are you gonna be able to answer?
Give me an envelope.
I'll probably get out Monday or Tuesday, so I won't be able to see a judge until then because they gotta transport me again to Hancock County.
Okay.
Alright, I love you.
I love you too.
Taylor. That's my man.
This is the last call. You get one more, man. Come on, dude.
Just until the
I'm not sitting here.
I'm sorry. I'm just.
Three,
I have a lot, of responsibility.
Taylor who?
I own a business,
All right.
Hey Taylor, I'm in handcuffs.
The funeral escort
Everyone's phone
business.
number is on home base. I still need to pay Ray, and then Monday through Friday.
Serena.
Tomorrow he's gonna check on the site. So an extra hour for each day. Just get with him and he'll know. But his hours are correct on home base. I also need to get somebody else out here ASAP to finish my shift. I don't know, man. Apparently I have a Hancock warrant for impersonating.
Oh my God.
I haven't even.
That's crazy.
So someone's got to pick all these cones and signs and everything up.
All right, here we go.
Wait, Chelsea, I need.
Oh, you gotta call Chelsea. You got a minute?
Hey, babe.
Hey, babe.
Hey, yeah. I'm going back to Hancock County, so I won't be coming.
Okay.
Back. I don't know.
What
I
happened?
have a warrant out of.
Oh my
Hancock,
God.
So I gotta
Is
go
he
to
calling
Marion County,
everybody?
and then I'll get transported back to Hancock. Felony for at all.
Say goodbye.
All right. Hey. All right. I love you. Sorry.
You're good.
Your warrant out of Hancock is for misdemeanor unlawful carrying of
I'm
a
not
handgun.
trying
I know you're not. How you turn this thing off, man?
to. Here.
These two?
No. You have an Android?
No.
What do you have?
I got a flip phone.
No way. Stop playing. Are you for real?
Swipe power off. There you go.
No. For
That's
real.
a new. No, but I ain't got a new phone like that. That's for sure.
You're being arrested for misdemeanor unlawful carrying of a handgun. You have a warrant for misdemeanor unlawful carrying of a handgun, and your F6. I think your F6 impersonation case is fine.
Hey, what's up, Seth?
Okay, so they're just still pending. But I'll catch two charges. Okay.
You still can't have a gun, dude.
Dude, I know. That's why I told my attorney. I was like, so I'm good.
Oh, you're talking to somebody else. Never mind.
We work together. He's like, yeah, you're good. He's like, as long as you're not like flaunting it and stuff.
That was his advice, is just don't flaunt it.
That's why I was like, dude. I was like, okay, all right.
Get a new lawyer.
I know. I'm so mad right now. You guys don't know how mad I am. Oh, can I?
Phone shut off, dude.
I know. So the thing is, when you're in there, they don't allow you to have pens. You have to buy pens and shit. I just try and write that shit down. You know what I mean? Can I write it down on the paper?
Don't you know your mom's number?
I do, but
there you go.
Like my manager.
I have a fold.
Man, you are needy.
Hancock is the worst county to catch a charge in.
Why is that?
So last year when I caught my charge, it was unlawful display of emergency lights. My guy's I gotta let him know. God, this is embarrassing. The same customer I was out with last year whenever they. Okay, well now that makes me feel a little better. Cause I thought it was a felony.
Ah, the drunk fishing.
And I was like, damn, impersonating an officer again. You know what I mean? And you guys let him know. It's the other traffic guard.
You're a make call.
Mila.
Taylor's a traffic guard.
Mila, I'm currently still looking for a sitter. I put out a request on the usual app, and my usual person isn't responding, so need to get that taken care of.
He's in Ohio. Come on. He needs to know that I'm going.
She's got to search it real quick.
Right up in the front.
Another additional call.
Damn, you got a low mile one, huh?
Hmm?
You got a low mile one, huh? Oh my goodness, they came in hot. Talk about an adrenaline rush. How long have you been doing this?
3 years.
I went through the process and then I backed out. I've been doing traffic for a while.
If it's a warrant through Hancock County, you gotta wait on Hancock County to come get you.
Girl, look, they took 10 days to come get me last time. I know you have no control, but I'm just saying, it was crazy. Damn, they came in quick, too. They had, like, state guy and, like, 3 or 4 guys showed up. Whew, talk about an adrenaline rush. Like, I didn't even know, either. I had, like, no heads up or anything.
You won't be able to bond out until you get to Hamilton County, or Hancock County. It's a cash bond.
But they said I caught a new charge that I was carrying today.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
So you got another charge.
Okay. I have the cash, that's why I'm trying to figure out, like...
But that warrant is a $600 cash bond out of Hancock County.
And that won't affect my pending felony at all?
Oh, I'm sure it will.
Like, with being
You'll have
bonded
to
out
talk.
and stuff?
You'll have to talk to them. I don't know.
Okay, I was just curious.
If you keep racking up the same thing, it's going to end up being a felony.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because if you were carrying and you weren't supposed to carry, and you keep carrying, then...
Dude, you know what's the crazy thing is? Is that's what my attorney said. He said, yeah, you can carry a gun. Otherwise, I wouldn't.
Oh, my...
You know what I mean?
Attorney told you wrong. If you were... I'm sure that somebody told you you wasn't allowed to carry a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The truck was towed. Several items were documented, including multiple police business cards, an incident notepad labeled police, 3 wearable safety lights that flashed red and blue, a flashlight with red and blue flashing capabilities, an IMPD challenge coin, a lights and siren control box, 2 loaded Glock magazines, and an envelope containing court documents related to his pending felony case from the previous year. As a result of John playing cop a second time, he was charged with felony impersonation of a law enforcement officer and misdemeanor unlawful carrying of a handgun. He was ultimately released a few days later on a $1,000 cash bond. Head over to codebluecam.com and check out our great selection of quality-made merch that won't disappoint.
I'm not too surprised about that, but eh.
Don't take
All right.
this off, okay? If you're gonna complain, shut up.
Dad!
Lean back for me.
Dad!
Right back.
Whatever,
Turn around,
for
push your
what?
hands right back. Go back over your car.
Okay.
Before I make you go back to your car. Buddy, we're doing an investigation right now.
I don't care what the fuck you're doing, dude. I'm on my way home.
Is that is that Dad or is that an auditor?
Cars in the slow lane. Stop. The blue car is parked behind him. He's outside the car and he's yelling at the girl. and what's going on? I thought it was like a lover spat, and he says she hit me, and they tried to take off.
Well, I got it from here. I appreciate it.
Have a good night.
You too. This one's involved? Okay. Who's driving it? Me. Okay. Who all is in it?
Just, me and her in that car, we just saw it happen, so we just pulled over. In case y'all need any information or anything, we pulled over.
I mean, you guys can stay. It's FHP, so whenever they get here, if you want to stay for them, that's fine.
Yeah.
If not, you guys are free to go. You want to go to the hospital?
Yeah, the volume's at max.
You can faking the injury real quick.
I'm not.
I mean, but if you need an ambulance needs to come immediately, right?
You're in that car, right?
Yeah, I'm in the situation as well, and he just told me I'm allowed to come up here and introduce my statement.
To me, I want to talk to you.
You have a good night, man.
I don't want an argument start happening.
Okay, I'm right here. Stay silent.
Yeah,
Who are you?
So EMS on the way.
Hold on. I completely missed what's going on here.
Spat, and he says she hit me, and they tried to take off.
Well, I got it from here. I appreciate it.
Have a good night.
You too. This one's involved? Okay. Who's driving it? Me. Okay. Who all is in it?
Just, me and her in that car, we just saw it happen, so we just pulled over. In case y'all need any information or anything, we pulled over.
I mean, you guys can stay. It's FHP, so whenever they get here, if you want to stay for them, that's fine.
Yeah.
If not, you guys are free to go. You want to go to the hospital?
You can faking the injury real quick.
I'm not.
I mean, but if you need an ambulance needs to come immediately, right?
You're in that car, right?
Yeah, I'm in the situation as well, and he just told me I'm allowed to come up here and introduce my statement.
To me,
okay.
You have a good night, man.
I don't want an argument start happening.
Okay, I'm right here. Stay silent.
Yeah, that's all I'm worried about. So EMS on the way. The ambulance, if you want to go with them, that's fine.
It's a $5,000 fee. If you want to know that.
I don't even care what the cost of
Yeah, go ahead, do me a favor, just pop back over there real quick.
What's your name, man?
You're not answering or questioning or anything of me.
I was just gonna be nice and introduce myself. Sorry.
I'm not.
You don't have to.
This ain't. Time out. This is not gonna happen.
Is she okay?
Are you okay?
You do me a favor real quick. Pop back over there.
He just paused in the middle of the road, out of nowhere, for what?
Okay, see, this is what I'm not.
Oh my god, I'm already. All right, she's already getting on my nerves, and if she is like a party to I guess this accident, she does need to step over there so the cop can start getting his stories right.
You're gonna have to do me a favor. Pop back over by your car.
Fuck! It's totally fine.
Go back over your car.
Okay.
Before I make you go back to your car, I appreciate it.
Well,
are you the registered
there
owner of
it
that
goes.
vehicle?
Maybe.
I'm gonna figure out. So I'm just trying to get your driver's license information.
His name on it as well as mine.
Okay, so your name's on it though?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I appreciate it. So did you all see her driving?
Yes.
Did you get out of the car?
She didn't get out of the car. We saw her hit his car.
You saw him. You saw her driving.
Drive into the car.
Okay,
yes.
cool. So I'm gonna work the crash now.
Okay.
If I need you guys to, you mind filling out statements?
Yes, 100%.
100%.
Okay, yes.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yes.
Because I'm working a traffic crash investigation that you're involved in.
Okay, tell me more.
That's it. I'm working an investigation. You can't leave if you're involved in an investigation. Also, I could smell the odor of alcohol coming off your breath, and with your speech patterns, I think you've been drinking. So I have to also work a DUI investigation to figure out if you're driving under the influence. So absolutely, you cannot leave. Yeah, you can hang out by your car if you want to.
Ugh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to clean this mouse pad.
Is it in park?
Yes, sir.
Okay, keep it in park.
I'm listening to you.
Do not move. Do you understand me? If you even make any sort of movement as to leaving the scene, I'm gonna detain you. Yeah. So.
Do you want me to get out of my car so you can see me?
I'm not gonna make you stand out here in the cold because I want to be nice. But
because if you're that scared, then yeah, you can.
I'm being dead serious. Do not leave. Do not even make any motions to leave. Because you've already asked me if you want to leave.
No, I obviously already understand that. So
yes,
why
just
would
don't.
I ask that?
Just I'm telling you, don't. Okay? All right.
Hey, how are you?
Have y'all, did you already speak to the other deputy?
Yes.
A little bit.
We did.
Okay. Did you guys?
All right, hold on.
Yes.
We saw it happen, so
Yes.
we
Okay.
pulled
Gotcha.
over just in case y'all
We're like,
needed
well,
Okay.
we gotta stay now, so.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Good deal. All right. Appreciate it. I'll be right back with you. Hang on.
After she slammed into my car, she pulled into reverse.
God.
I'm standing there. She pulled around my car, dropped the car down on my feet,
on my feet.
She drove over your feet?
She drove the car down on my the cop that he came here and saw. When he pulled up, the car was still on me, on my 2 feet, on my knees, right here. She drove the car down on me, and I'm standing there. I went as far as to say to her, like, okay. She's looking right at me. Her window is rolled down. She's hearing me. I'm saying, okay, we're adults. Why are you doing this?
But that's not what happened at all.
I get you.
That's not what happened.
And you got some people over there, they saw what happened. We're going to take their statement into account too.
And that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to explain everything.
Would it not explain everything? Having a third party explain what happened as well?
I'm not going to talk to you.
I'm just saying.
But all I know is she slammed my car, she backed up, went around, and she drove her car down on my feet. And bro, I'm gonna, like, I don't even care about the consequences or nothing. It's hard to be a black man in America, bro. I'm telling you. It's simple. It's not rocket science. And you're here talking about...
Is he from Jamaica? That's the accent that I'm getting out of this.
You don't know me from nowhere. I've never seen this girl in my life, bro.
I got you.
She's my manager and whatever.
Not that I care, but it's just I'm just trying to guess the accent.
What was your name real quick? I put your driver's license up here.
Okay. So, would you be willing to conduct field sobriety tests to determine your level of sobriety? You would be?
No.
No? Okay. Go ahead and step out of the vehicle for me.
No, sir.
That's not a question. Go ahead and step out.
For what reason?
I just told you I believe you were under the influence of alcohol. Step out now.
Yep.
For what reason?
I just told you. Step out.
It's no longer asking, so we're going to tell you to get out of the car.
So
What's the lawful law?
I do not have legal right to do anything what I want to do.
Not right now, because you're going to be placed on arrest for driving under the influence. Thank you.
Don't worry about that. We'll grab it in a minute.
I'm good.
Careful with your phone.
Go ahead and step out here for me. Turn around.
You don't have
Turn
to
around.
push me.
Shut up. Turn around.
He can speak to me like that?
Sure.
Don't fight him. Just let him.
Nobody's fighting anything.
I'm just saying. So I know you live down the road. Do you have somebody you want to call to come pick up the car?
I've got somebody.
You want to call your dad?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Hey, I got pulled over.
Where are you?
Right outside the house.
Do you want me to talk to her? What's going on?
You can talk to the sheriff. They got me under arrest.
Sorry to wake you up so early. I know probably still mostly asleep. So your daughter was involved in a traffic crash. During our traffic crash investigation, the other deputy here has determined that she is driving under the influence of alcohol. She's being placed under arrest because of that. So we'll bring your phone with you so that you can have that. You can pull phone numbers out of it or something.
Hang on.
Facility.
Oh, nope. Can't have that. They would throw it out once I got up there.
Okay, I don't have a vape.
Did you ask for a vape?
You just asked for your vape. Why'd you say you don't have a vape?
Silly question.
Hey, what's up, Parental?
Alright. Anything illegal? Any narcotics? Meth, marijuana, cocaine, heroin, hemp, or ecstasy?
I don't think so, no.
No firearms? No bazookas? Nothing like
I
that?
don't think any bazookas are in his pockets.
Cool. I would be impressed with
Good
you.
to know.
Me too.
Alright.
What the fuck? Damn, this is a twist of night.
You can have a seat.
Where else can I have a seat?
Either left or right.
You're funny.
You asked.
You seem like a good man.
I appreciate that. Is this
Okay.
You want this open or closed?
You kind of made them tight, you know that?
Yeah, they have to
Like
be.
they're fucking hurt.
They have to be tight.
They're really tight.
I know.
I'm keeping it over here now, away,
It's happened before. I'm gonna go talk to mom and dad real quick.
far away, but
Right here. Or actually,
it also risks Serrana tipping it over now.
How you doing, sir? The car's gonna be on this side. I think the other deputy's in this car. If you want to go and speak with him, he can give you some more information. I gotta stay here with her right now. So real quick, because I know that they're probably gonna ask. Do you want to speak with your mom and dad before you leave? Okay. Alright.
What did I have for supper? Not barely anything, honestly.
Yes. Since you are under arrest, we have to search your entire person before you go into our vehicle and into a booking facility.
I've already been in your vehicle.
What's that?
I've already been in your vehicle. What if I already placed a bomb?
I'd have seen it.
I don't think so.
This is a small bomb, I guess.
I pulled it out of my ass.
Well, if there's anything else up there, she'll find it. Go ahead and step out.
Wow.
Right here.
I was
Had
just
a weird
joking.
little spin there.
I was just joking. Okay.
It's all good.
I'm funny. Nobody thinks I'm funny. Anyways, you can touch me now.
Okay, put gloves on real quick, alright?
Weird.
You don't have anything that's gonna stick or poke me or anything like that? You're not concealing anything on your person?
No, ma'am.
Hey, no more talking, plead the Fifth Amendment, don't do any tests, blood breath tests or anything. You hear me?
But they
Listen
are.
to me.
Hey, boss. Real quick, if you don't mind, can you mind just standing over by your vehicle? Not while we're doing this. Just let us finish this first. I'll give you a minute to talk to her. Just give me 1 second. We just gotta finish it.
I think this guy is her dad.
Buddy, we're doing an investigation right
I
now.
don't care what the fuck you're doing, dude. I'm on a public street. It's a private parking lot.
Stop.
Don't tell me to stop.
Go over to your vehicle.
Who the hell are you?
Go over to your vehicle, or you're gonna get charged with resisting. Okay?
Resisting what?
My lawful orders. I am telling you,
That's
we are
not
doing.
lawful.
I just did. I just gave you a lawful order. Go
Under
over to your
what
vehicle.
law? What statute?
Florida statute, sir. Go over
Name
to
the
your
statute.
Sir.
It's Charles, right? It's Charles.
Relax.
No.
What was your name?
You're making a bigger issue than it needs to be. Go over to your vehicle. Go over to your vehicle. I'll let you talk. Ma'am, go back over to your vehicle. I'll let you talk. With whoever's vehicle. Go back over there now, okay? I'll let you talk with her in a minute.
Okay.
Pop over there, or I'm going to place you under arrest for resisting, obstruction of justice, and then I'll give you the statute once I place you under arrest
I
for it.
will move, and I'll file lawsuits on both of y'all. What's your
okay.
This is mom and dad.
I will give it to both of
What's
you.
your names?
My name is Deputy Whaley.
Badge and name number. Look, if that's their vehicle with the lights on, I don't even know. As long as they're not forcing him to get inside the vehicle, that's fine. If they want to get him back there, they're allowed to record for sure. But they are really they're really inside the space. Like they are right up to where where they have the suspect, their daughter, and the two officers. They're really, really, really close.
Deputy Barrett.
So, pop over there for me, please.
You guys done with her? Did she sit back?
Yeah.
Yes, that's mom and dad.
No, they're not. They're taking your vehicle for you.
And I'm not strapped in like a fucking normal seatbelt should be. Like, y'all are weird.
Is your seatbelt not on?
No.
I'm sorry.
Well, like, there's nothing necessarily wrong with what the dad said, per se. Like, yeah, refuse a breathalyzer, shut up, don't say anything, don't volunteer anything. All that's fine, and that's actually all that's within her rights. Although, if she refuses the breathalyzer, that could impact her driver's license. But that doing it that close and right there at that time was not the best time to do it.
I thought the other officer put that on for you. Here, let me get that for you. Okay, lean back for me.
Dad!
Lean back for me.
He didn't strap me in my car seat.
It's not a car seat, it's a chair.
Dude, shut the fuck up, you dumbass shit. It's the seat.
No, it's not.
I'm strapped.
Oh no! Now that mom and dad are here, she gets an attitude? Like, it's the exact opposite of what we've always seen these days. Like, now that the mom and dad are here, she escalates the situation?
Behind my bar.
Relax. Hey, all good? Just hang out over here for us, please. We don't need 3 people going.
What's that?
Yeah, I said we don't need 3 people going. Just hang out back in the car. Relax.
What's it say about interference? Resisting is not interference.
What you need? I just did. Did you take it off?
No, I didn't. How the fuck can I take it off?
Because you can still reach the seatbelt from there.
No, I didn't take it off.
Okay, I'm not putting it back on right now. We'll put it on later.
Do me a favor, raise your right hand. You swear to affirm everything you wrote in here is true? Yes, sir. All right, let me get your signature. Where it says your signature, right there.
I signed already.
That's fine. If it's good, I'll swear to it.
Okay.
Right.
Turn around, push your hands right back.
Whatever.
Turn around,
Uh-oh.
push your hands right back. Turn around, push your hands right back.
For
Right
what?
now. Stop.
Oh my god.
Let go. Let go.
You're my phone.
Let go of your phone right now.
No.
Let go of your
It's
phone.
my property.
Let go of your phone.
No,
Sir,
I'm
he's
going
asked
to give it to you.
several times.
Hold this, please.
Yep.
So you ready for a fucking lawsuit?
He refused to stop interfering.
Interfering is for physical act.
That is not correct.
Yes, it is. Look at the fucking statute. Name the statute then. It's fucking interference.
84302.
What's it say about interference? Resisting is not interference.
Justin. Yes, it is.
Justin, who the fuck is Justin?
Justice.
You don't even know what you're talking about.
So the reason I would say that this arrest could go either way, but I would say there is a fair chance that the arrest is valid, mainly because the guy wouldn't shut up, and he was forcing at least one of the officers to direct all of her attention to him, which could rise to the level of interfering. Oh no. Serrano found one of my empty bottles. What are you doing? Serrana. Oh my god. I don't know if you guys can even hear that, but the bottle's like bouncing all over the place on the floor.
You're gonna get a lawsuit filed against you for this. You're on private property right here.
All right, let's go.
Cool. Saying you're on public property, you fucking moron. Look at Karen's over here.
A sign, actually, open me an agency assist call and assign an office number, please. I have 11015.
Man, y'all are fucked. I can't record my daughter getting arrested.
You can from a distance.
No, what distance then? There has to be a footage. You can't just make it up as you go.
Anything in your shoes, anything in your hat, or in your hood.
Dude, I'm telling you, you're violating my rights right now. You're gonna get arrested. I hope your body cams are on.
Always.
I'm gonna subpoena. I'm gonna get all this shit. Y'all are fucked.
It's gonna be part of the case.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it is. See you in fucking court.
That's a good one.
What's that? Well, you said I'm doing something illegal. You didn't explain what it was.
I'm not strapped in. Oh no.
I just put the seatbelt on.
The AC is fantastic.
I just fell.
We weren't even moving. Okay, for God's sakes. Can you please stop falling around in the back?
113-287.
I did buckle you in. You took it off. Alright, I'm gonna say this one last time. Don't take this off, okay? If you're gonna complain, shut up. If you're gonna complain about the seatbelt being off, don't take it off. I just put it on you, alright? I don't want something to happen to you. Leave it on.
Okay, then why would you tell me to leave it on after you're not going to do it? Like you wouldn't want something to happen to me.
I just did.
You have it all on recording.
Yep, it was on recording of you taking it
You just
off.
said, why would I care if something happened to you?
Don't take it off.
If it wasn't on.
Verona, stop messing with Daddy's shoe. Daddy's shoe is not a toy.
Do you want your phone? Do you want your
No.
phone with you, or do you
Yes,
want?
on my phone.
Okay.
No.
He wants his phone with him.
Call supervisor.
I'm about to. Give me a sec. I can't do everything at once. Thank you. Okay. So I'm going to explain it as crystal clear as possible, so that you do not do the same thing that he did. You are absolutely free to your First Amendment right. You can call me whatever you want to. You can say whatever you want to. You can do whatever you want to within reason. However, if I'm doing something right here, do it from a distance, okay? Coming up behind us, we're having to stop what we're doing here to deal with you guys. You guys are yelling over our shoulders. You guys are obstructing our investigation. And then when we tell you guys like 2, 3, 4, 5 times, it then becomes an issue. I said it so many times, and then I told him, if you keep doing this, I'm gonna arrest you. And he kept doing it, so now he's arrested, okay? Does that make sense?
Not really.
Okay. I don't know how to explain it any better, but that's my explanation, okay?
Good job.
It would work the same, but I promise you I am, dude.
This side.
Serrana. No.
You'll never know what I was going
My
to say.
dad's coming in, okay? Answer that.
No. You're being a bad kitty.
Why'd you take that off?
Look, I don't honestly know why I just did that. But I showed you it, I did it in front of you, and y'all didn't do it right.
Okay. I'm gonna put it back on.
Please put it back on, because I'm not trying to get in trouble. Like, seriously.
I'll give you the benefit.
No, but honestly, it just came out.
Being a bad kitty.
Okay.
And this
That's
one's
why
about to slip out too, because that's the same way as the other one.
Look, we'll readjust those.
But on everything on my mom, why would I do that?
That is a good question. I think your feet are a little bigger than your hands. It'd be hard to get out.
Yeah, I can't get out of this. That's pretty cool. What's the fun?
Don't do that again.
That's kind of cool. These hurt. Okay? These hurt so bad.
Well, they could have stayed loose, but you slipped out of them.
That's not my fault. That's the bitch's fault that put them on me.
Well, she didn't pull them off of you.
I'm not the bad guy.
The Fifth Amendment is basically like in
No.
this instance, it's like if we ask you questions, you don't have to answer them without like a order question.
Don't make me Simba you.
Not yet.
You're being Simba.
No, it's got 20 minutes.
Water. Water's the time now.
The holding cell that should put you in, there should be a water fountain.
There
if
is.
not,
In Crescent?
just ask.
No. In here. They have water fountains and toilets.
Sorry, Brad. The video is already at max.
Isn't that water?
Do I have volume control on this one? Oh, I do.
It's got another signature block. This actually does have something for you to read, so you can reread this if you want to, and then that part is just what you read that, so like you understand.
That's what I'm signing.
You're signing right there, but this just says that you understand what I read to you. But if you want to reread the whole thing, that's fine. All right. If I ask you any of these questions, will you answer them? You'll answer the questions? If I ask you them? Okay, well, I'll tell you what. If you want to sit back down, we'll go through, and then you can answer which ones you want to, and then not the ones you don't want to. And then if you don't want to answer any of them, too. How much have you had drink?
No.
Where were you drinking?
I wasn't drinking anywhere.
So you were drinking?
I plead the fifth.
Okay. So does that... So...
Uh-oh.
I plead the fifth.
Okay, but does that mean that
I
you're not
plead the
answering
fifth.
all?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Honestly, the smartest thing she could do. So.
All right. Does it ring?
And in the end, she was charged with DUI and destruction of property. Officer.
All right, so this one, the title is very weird. I mean, it already sounds like a straight up isms. It's a man refuses to speak to a female officer, ends badly. So...
Officers respond to an intersection in Florida where a man's truck is disabled in the middle of
Florida
busy
man.
traffic. The initial deputy that arrived advised that the driver was not listening to her and that she believed that the driver has an issue with them being females.
Hi, sir. How are you?
I'm fine.
Can we help you get off the roadway so we won't...
Vehicle will not move.
Okay. You have it in park?
The vehicle will not move.
Okay. Do you have it in park?
The vehicle will not move.
Okay, that's not the answer to my question, sir.
Do you understand the statement?
Do you understand the statement I just presented to you?
The vehicles will not move.
Okay. The question was...
She's asking you, she's aware, she comprehends what you said, that the vehicle won't move. That doesn't mean that the vehicle is in park.
Do you have the vehicle in park?
The vehicle will not move.
We're not going to go round and round.
This is
So we got a tow truck coming.
Then you don't understand.
So we have a tow truck coming. You don't have to be rude and nasty about it.
I'm not being rude. I'm not being nasty.
I asked you a couple
I'm not
times.
being rude.
I asked
I'm not
you
being
a couple of
nasty.
times to make sure the vehicle will the vehicle go in neutral?
You do not understand.
I do not. Yes, I do understand perfectly clear.
No, you do not. The vehicle will not move.
Okay, that's
That's not what I asked you. That's not what I asked you, sir.
I don't care.
Okay, I don't care either. So when the tow truck gets here, you're going to be ready, willing to move.
Get out of my face. Get out of my face. The vehicle will not move.
You're going down the wrong direction right now.
No, I'm not. The vehicle will not move.
So this is not a situation that has to be confrontational, but we can take it if you want to.
Confrontational.
No, you started this conversation with confrontation. Did he hit something?
I don't know. When I found him, he was just like this.
Okay, sir, let's start this again. Were you hurt or injured in any way?
Oh my God.
Because if you have a problem, we'll be happy to try to address it, but we can't leave you sitting here in the middle of the road. It's not happening. It won't happen. Is anybody we can call for you? Sir? Is there anybody we can call to get you some assistance? Because we got to get the car out of the roadway.
Marvin, you are the problem.
How am I the problem, sir? How am I the problem?
You are the problem.
This is absolutely an Oblivion NPC conversation right
I
now.
understand that. But I would like to know, how can I help you today?
You are the problem.
Well, you want another officer here?
I know the officer here. She.
Okay. So, how can I not be a problem to you?
You are the problem.
How can I not be a problem? Because right now we're sitting in the road trying to address this, and you're refusing. The tow truck is here. We can get you out of the road, but you're refusing to exit the vehicle.
You are the problem.
Oh my God.
Health condition that you
are the problem.
Have you been addressed in any way with a mental health condition? Are you on any medication?
Baker Act his ass.
That is causing this. Have you been diagnosed with any mental health issues?
You are the problem.
So you have a mental health issue. What's your disability?
I did not say that.
What
you are the problem.
Can you look up his address and see how close it is?
It's in Boyd Beach.
How you doing, sir? Everything okay? You all right? You diabetic by any chance? No? Well, we got fire rescue coming to check you out, okay? Are you all right?
This is just what is happening.
Need medical attention? We were called to come help you out. Are you okay? Want to talk to us? Just trying to help you out.
His name is Charles.
Charles, can you answer a few questions for me? What city are you in, Charles?
I did not give you my name.
Well, I was providing
Blow
you
off.
Okay.
Piss off.
We just want to medically evaluate you.
Go away.
You're all right. What's going on, Charles? Just trying to help you. That's all. All right.
It just rolls up the fucking window.
Well, now it's a park.
Oh, all right.
There you go, Charles. He's stepping out.
How about we go sit on the back of your truck here? Is that okay?
No.
Why?
Piss off.
Okay. Come on.
Let go.
This way.
They're going to check your vital signs, okay, Charles?
You may not.
They're going to have to check your vital signs.
Piss off.
Okay.
Put that back up.
Come on over and sit down.
Put that back up.
Come on over and sit down.
Put that back up.
I just don't want you in traffic, sir.
Put that back up.
Absolutely, you ready? Watch your fingers. Watch your fingers. Can I check your diet? Are you
Piss
diabetic?
off.
We're not going to let you get back in this truck.
Get away from me.
We're not going to let you get back in this truck.
Let go of me. Let go of me. Let go of me. Let go of me.
Put your hands behind your back.
Let go of me.
Oh. Yeah.
You asked for this.
I did not.
You asked for this. Yes, you did.
I did not.
You asked for this.
I did not. You passed.
Dumbass.
Handcuffed me. I can smell
Oh,
it.
no. Oh, why would you spoil this, channel? Why would you spoil us?
With you, Charles?
You cannot put your hand on a police officer.
I
You
did
cannot
not.
put your hands on a police officer.
I did not.
I'm still on beat.
Fuck you. Bitch.
I was so nice to you, Charles.
That fucking brain! Get this off me!
According to the incident report, while being treated at Wellington Regional Medical Center, Charles was screaming about his handcuffs hurting. With the assistance of the medical staff, the officer attempted to readjust his handcuffs to the stretcher of the hospital bed to make him more comfortable. His right arm was then handcuffed to the right side of the stretcher. While I was adjusting his left arm handcuff, Charles placed his mouth over my right forearm. He then attempted to bite my right forearm. I was able to quickly move my arm and pushed his face away from my forearm with my left hand. In conclusion, Charles was charged with a felony for battery on law enforcement as well as a misdemeanor for obstructing an officer without violence. After appearing in court, pleading not guilty, and posting bond, the case experienced several delays as the prosecution failed to file formal charges by the initial deadlines. Although the defendant was temporarily released on their own recognizance, the state eventually filed a formal charge for battery on a law enforcement officer on April 8, 2025. As of the latest update on April 22, 2025, the defendant had waived their right to a speedy trial, and the case was continued for a status check scheduled on June 24, 2025. The final outcome has not yet been determined.
Well, obviously. Oh, we haven't seen this one yet, though. I watched a little bit of this. This is another example of parents acting like friends to their kids and not being parents.
Officers respond to a neighborhood where a caller stated she just observed a drunk mother throwing eggs at a car with her teenage daughter.
Hey, open the garage back up, please. Bravo 502, she just went into the garage and shut the door. Hello? Ma'am?
Yeah.
Hey, it's Deputy Thornton, Nassau County Sheriff's Office. Hey, how are you?
Good, you?
I'm doing all right. So I don't really know what's going on. I have another deputy that's somewhere else. Do you have any idea why we're here right now?
No.
HU Bravo 602. I'm 1012.
I have no idea.
So he's on his way here now. To I guess discuss with you whatever was happening.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get out. It's fine.
All I know is that these kids have been teenagers, and that's it. That's all I can.
Okay. So what's your name?
Sure.
Is there more people in the car? Okay. Why'd you say I'm? What'd you say?
I'm sure you know.
I know what.
My name? I thought you would have.
Why?
I wasn't. I just thought.
Why would I know your name?
Because the people who call the police know who we are.
No, I
Uh-oh.
I have no idea
They're
your
not
name.
stupid.
No.
You're here for a reason.
Okay, all right. So how about we step outside of the garage? Okay, I understand what you're saying now. I was confused about maybe I ran into you in the past. Okay, so why am I here? Because I'm a little confused right now.
No, you're not. You know.
You're confused?
I'm confused.
Why you were told to come here?
Right, so there's another officer on a call in reference to something, and I just came by to see if you guys were home.
Oh, yeah, we were just...
We rode by her friend's house.
It's like an ongoing joke about egging people's cars, and it's been, I'm sure you've heard that the police have been...
Well, there's a self-snitch.
Called before, it's like a whole big thing, but our cars were egged, so we egged their car back, and I don't know why somebody decided to call the police again, knowing that it's a joke. But I've spoken to the police before about this.
Okay.
Not regarding my vehicle, but regarding someone else's vehicle, so...
Okay, so not regarding your vehicle, someone else's, but you spoke... When did you speak to him last? Because I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea. I didn't ever hear about this.
I didn't tell you, but it was.
Oh.
Great.
I didn't tell you. It was like.
That's okay. That happens sometimes,
3
Mama.
weeks ago, it was like Cody Mooney egged everybody's cars.
Okay.
I didn't tell you about that, but.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna talk to Bill.
Hello.
Hey, honey.
What did you do?
You know
Nothing.
exactly what we did.
Why cops here?
You got arrested.
So, I'm Deputy Thornton. Deputy Hutcherson is on his way over here. He's the one that's working whatever all of this is. I just came by to see if you guys were here. I was just given a vehicle description and to see if you guys were here, and I just happened to
We're here.
pass by as you guys were pulling in the driveway.
Yeah, it's fine.
She
Not for nothing, Dad doesn't sound like he's having fun with the joke.
let them in. It's an egg game that these kids are going. Listen, I've known about this shit for weeks, and not any of these kids are innocent. So
Yeah, Dad looks pissed. I think he knows that she's drunk, and he's getting pissed. I'd like to think that's the impression I'm getting from him.
Whatever.
All right, and like I said, I'm not sure the other party who called it this time. I just was sent over here to see if the car was here. That's all. That's all I know right now. So he is on his way though. So he should be here any minute.
Your taser charge?
It is. It is very much a charge.
I got 4 kids and stuff.
What does he mean by that? He's like, is your tater charge? I'm gonna have to ask you to use it. 'Cause I'm so pissed off right now. I mean, Dad looks pretty old if this is Dad, but she's wearing a U.S. Army hoodie. I mean, it could mean that Dad's a vet, but I don't know.
God, can we get it? Darn it.
Yeah.
No, we're not going anywhere.
Yeah. Your wife's on it.
Going.
Sorry, I was gonna grab.
It could also be Grandpa too. It could actually be Grandpa. And Grandpa looks
My
pissed.
chapstick out of the car.
Okay, you can grab your chapstick. Yes, you are detained right now though, just so we're clear.
Okay.
This has been going on for so long.
Okay, I didn't know that this was like a thing.
I didn't either until like a month ago.
Okay. All right.
Mom,
Yeah.
do you know where it is?
This is
I think it's in the passenger seat because your mom just put it on.
an ongoing thing. Yeah.
Would you like to put on an outfit? A mermaid outfit?
No, I'm good actually. No. I think I'm
He's so mad. He is so mad.
all right with that. Why are you causing problems on this phone?
What did the woman do? It's mom and daughter are having fun with an egg fight, and mom is probably drunk too.
On evening.
Well, you just gotta get them back.
It is a full moon.
It is a full moon. You know how crazy us women are.
On a full moon, it be like that sometimes.
I don't know where you're off for now.
I have another one. It's okay.
Hey, and the crazy thing is, the neighbor that we ran into
Oh, he's here.
is our neighbor's ex-son or son-in-law, whatever. Bitch, if I get to get for you, I'll right over.
Can you sign the signal one?
So the young one was driving, and she said she's the one that egged the car. She said it's been like a thing that all the kids have been doing to each other, apparently.
Huh.
But I didn't go any further than that, so, because it's...
We can separate. Do me a favor, come over here for me, man.
Nope, you can speak right. I'm not at home.
You know what? Turn around, put your hands behind. Turn around and put your hands behind your back.
Damn! Oh no! Oh wow! Holy! Wow!
You are now under arrest.
For what?
For what?
55 her too, though, since she wanted to make you doing it.
I did not do.
Alpha, Bravo, 5.
Put your hands together like you're praying. Like you're praying.
Was that really necessary?
Damn.
I'm just Did she do anything wrong?
I have no idea because I wasn't there. But he asked her to step over there so that way we could conduct our investigation, and she refused to do so.
Would you like me to get in?
Yep.
So that's
absolutely.
a problem. That's called resisting.
How much have we had to drink today?
2 White Claws.
Okay.
It's always 2. It's always 2. And I think earlier, I think the female cop saw them, or at least tried to see them. I think the female cop saw the mom was driving, initially, and then when they were in the garage, they switched seats.
Are you willing to submit to field sobriety exercises?
No.
So a refusal can be used against you in court later on.
Okay.
All right. So I also have suspicions of you being DUI driving your vehicle.
I'm not driving.
I have witnesses that put you in the vehicle. You and your daughter swapped seats, and you drove when you fled the scene.
Nope.
I have witnesses telling me that. Are you willing to submit to field sobriety?
Nope.
Okay.
10-4, is this an additional signal 55?
Correct. This is a Whiskey Foxtrot signal 56.
I have my phone on me. Is that okay? Or do you need it? It's in my waistband, like my pocket. There's nothing else on me though.
Do I hear a baby crying or something? Okay, you can have a seat.
There's like a.
There you go.
All right, so you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Yes, sir.
You have the right to talk to an attorney and have one present with you while you're being questioned. Do you understand each of these rights if I explain to you?
Yes, sir.
Having these rights in mind, do you wish to speak to me?
I don't know what to say.
Either you want to answer questions or you don't want to answer questions without an attorney.
I won't, I guess.
Okay.
You will not answer questions?
Is that like a problem? I don't really know how this
Absolutely not. I'm going to go off of the evidence I have.
So that's your right. If you are invoking your Miranda right, then that means that you do not want to speak to us and answer questions with us right now.
Oh, then I won't, I guess. Do you need my ID?
You won't answer questions? Is that what you're saying? I'm just trying to make sure I'm clear.
I guess not. No,
okay, all right, thanks. That's all we needed.
I haven't read them to her yet, but she's refused field sobriety.
Okay. All right, help me understand what's happening.
So the daughter was driving when they pulled back up in?
Correct. Well, here's the thing. The garage shut.
Well, I have a will witness that put her behind
the garage shut, and then they reopened.
Apparently, a neighbor, this has been a dispute between her and another girl in school.
Mm-hmm.
A neighbor was coming into the neighborhood. Mom was out egging the vehicle in the driveway. There's eggs all over the car, everything else.
Oh!
Is there actual damage to the car?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
But it can.
Those would be some pretty nasty eggs. I mean, maybe if they were like frozen, they could do some damage, but probably not. This is Florida.
Cause potential damage because they're eggs. It will peel paint off.
Okay.
Oh, well, never mind.
So the guy got out and talked to him. Or actually, they followed him down the road. They went into Sonoma where Jeremy lives. They got caught back there. They got out and talked to him. Mom jumped in the driver's seat of the vehicle and took off.
So.
And they identified her as the suspect because apparently their parents live next door.
Okay. So when I pulled up in the garage, they saw me pull up behind. I initiated my lights, and then they started shutting the garage door. And I yelled, "Hey, open the garage back up." The garage door fully shut, and then they opened it back up. And when they opened it back up, Mom was getting out of the passenger side. So they
I didn't know that.
They very easily could have switched seats.
Oh, yeah. All right, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to an attorney and have them present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights if I explain to you?
What am I being arrested for?
Do you understand the rights that I explained to you?
What am I being arrested for?
Do you understand each of these rights if I explain to you?
Yes. What am I
Okay, having these rights in mind, do you wish to speak to me?
No.
Okay.
All right.
So
what am I
you're under you're under arrest for criminal mischief.
For what?
Criminal
What
mischief.
is Criminal that?
mischief.
Egging a car.
Can you get my husband?
I'll work on that in
No.
a minute. Turn around that way for me so I can make sure they double lock and don't lock down on you. You can spin back around and have us lean back against the back.
Tina was charged with disorderly intoxication, loitering and prowling, and criminal mischief.
Probably not surprised with disorderly intoxication, probably because they couldn't really. The prosecutor probably, or the cops believe they couldn't prove that she was driving, even if they have the witnesses. Loitering and prowling.
Mischief. Her daughter, a minor at the date of this incident, was also involved and arrested alongside her mother. However, because she is underage, Any legal proceedings would be handled through the juvenile justice system, which is confidential. No case details about her arrest are currently available.
That's not surprising. All right. Let's go. People acting crazy again at Universal Studios. Let's go.
I swear to God, one of y'all touched me. Ow. You bald-headed ass. Shit. What was that again? Yeah, touch me.
On July 24th, 2024, police were called to Universal Studios in Orlando to deal with a crowd of disorderly guests.
Boss man, can I show you a picture of my ID? I have my ID with me. I just can't.
Juan Carlos?
There you go. You have it right there.
Yeah, so he's definitely being 22.
Okay. I don't understand.
Listen, buddy, the problem is that we've heard multiple times, all right, we have cameras on it saying that you peed when you shouldn't have. You peed outside, you peed like where you weren't supposed to, all right? Okay. All right, so what we're doing from there, is we're getting your information, all right, and we're kicking you out. All right, that's what we're doing, plain and simple. All right, and then we also heard, we're not.
We also heard what?
We you guys out, okay? We heard that you guys, your group is being disorderly right now. You're the one that peed where you shouldn't have, right?
Can you see the video?
Okay, I'm not showing you anything. You guys aren't I'm not show you anything.
We never did any. We never did any. If you have video, you can bring up the video and show me. If you show the video, we'll walk out.
All right? We're kicking you out.
We never did any of that.
Trespass paper for that.
So can I get my refund back?
You can talk to guest services if you want. That's not my department. My department's security. All right?
Patrick, sir. Yeah, I will. I will.
You talk to guest services. Remember,
can I get my ID back, please?
When we're done with your ID, we'll get it back. All right?
Trespass.
All right, you guys need to all start walking out towards the exit. You're all trespassing from Universal Studios.
Trespass.
You're all trespassing.
We just bought a ticket.
What are we trespassing? I bought the ticket. So what are we trespassing?
It's private property.
What are you talking about? I bought his name under his name. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. I have his name.
Just because you got a ticket doesn't mean you can't get trespassed.
Literally, his whole. What are we trespassing? Look.
But what I'm saying is, what's the problem? Then I find
Hey, no. Baby, give me your ID. Baby, give me your ID. Hold on. Hey, look.
Okay, come on, guys.
I have his ID. Hold on.
Hey, guys, let's go. Let's start walking towards the exit.
So, Lane, I'm calling bullshit on that. I mean, just because this is at Universal doesn't mean that these folks cannot be Florida natives.
Okay. Here, start walking towards the exit.
For real like that? Y'all accept our.
What are you talking about? I bought his name.
Okay, here, let's walk this way and you can talk and you can tell me about it.
I want to go back to the Jurassic Park ride for sure.
No, I don't want to talk to no police, but supervisor.
Okay.
As a supervisor. I just want to talk
At
to
the exit is a supervisor.
No.
Over there. Can I please speak to a supervisor?
At the exit, you will speak.
I understand. I pay my tickets. I don't understand what's going on.
If the city wants to use the exit.
Hey, you don't have to yell at us. You don't have to yell at us. You don't have to yell at us. He doesn't have to yell at us.
You guys,
He can walk on his own way.
Listen.
Y'all disrespecting us. I paid money.
Hold on a sec.
Exactly. We paid over
Let me talk to him. Baby, let me talk to him. I got all your needs on my phone.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
Start walking towards the exit.
I will walk with you.
Come on.
Let me walk with you.
Do not touch me.
I won't touch you
Walk
then.
this way.
You don't touch her.
Walk this way then.
Come
Come on.
touch you.
Come on.
Go.
Start walking.
Hombre. Go ahead. So what?
Then walk.
I have everyone's names on my card on my
Okay,
phone.
thank you.
I have
Let's walk
everyone's
this way.
ID.
Let's walk this way.
I
I'm
have
listening.
everyone's ID.
Okay.
So what's the problem?
Problem is this is private property and you guys leave.
What is problem?
You guys have.
Have done what?
Let's just walk. You guys aren't listening.
We're walking. Mom said, can you explain to us? Can you explain to us why are we watching?
Come on,
Already did. I'm not arguing with you guys. Just keep walking.
Argue with me.
Just keep walking.
Argue with me.
All right, so this is what's going to happen. You guys keep walking or you're going to go to jail, okay?
I'm walking.
Okay, just keep
I'm
walking.
walking. I need your ID number.
I need your ID number.
If they stop one more time, they're going. If they stop one more time, they're going.
Akira, I think we're at 499. Oh my god.
Damn. I swear to God, one of y'all touched me. You ballhead ass. Dangerous shit. What was that again? Yeah, touch me. You better move. You better move because you could go too. You better move. Her shit fell. Her key fell. Stop. Her key fell. Okay. So can you pick up the key and give it to me, please? Can you pick up the key? All right. That's the key. That's our key. Get your key. Get your key. Okay, can I get my key? Can I get my car key? Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. Simple as that. Keep walking. Get the I know.
As a Latino, how does something like this make you feel? Nothing. Mainly because I'm not them. They can act like themselves. They can be assholes. I mean, I ain't claiming their shit. There are so many other Latinos who are able to act in a certain way. And there are plenty of non-Latinos who act just like this. So, whatever.
I'm walking. That is not what they say so.
As long as they keep walking, if they stop, then I say,
yes, I've heard of the term Neo-Rican.
So can I get your ID number? Can I get your ID number? Nah, I'm walking. Can I get your ID number? I'm walking. Am I walking or not? I'm walking. All right then. Can I get your ID number, please?
Hey, when I come to mom, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. I pay for it.
If you come back, you'll go to jail.
Come on. Hey.
Trespass. You come back, you'll go to jail.
She's about to go to jail. Hey, let me stop.
Stop one more time, she's going to jail. Oh, there we go.
Y'all see what y'all doing?
Alright, first one is
Hey, man, have a good time. We got straight up about family. Y'all think that shit cool?
Oh, fuck me! Well, dumbass.
He's back.
You're under arrest. Put your hand behind your back. You're under arrest. Put your hands right back. John, you for real? You got your cuffs. You for real? You a street.
Yeah, they're for real.
Yo,
bro.
Yo. Yo,
Get it? You need my cuffs, you good?
I got one. Just take that.
Alright.
I'm not even touching up.
Yeah, I missed it too. Hold on. Not gonna lie, I actually missed it. I looked down for a second, I missed it.
You a street.
Let's try it again.
Think that shit cool?
Okay. All right. So she kept on fighting. She kept on fighting. She kept on fighting. And this cop said, well, okay, we're done. She keeps on not wanting to walk out. So they put her in. And then the other guy tries to go defend her and puts his hands on the cop, which leads to him getting hooked up. And then, yeah, it all like snowballs from there.
On your back.
You're under arrest. Put your hand behind your back. You're under arrest. Put your hands right back. John, you for real? You got your cuffs. I got them. You for real? You a street. Yo. You a street. Yo. Yo.
Get it? You need my cuffs, you good?
I got them. Just take that.
Alright.
I'm not even touching up. You a street.
No? We didn't even do anything. I'm a woman, you stupid ass pussy ass. I'm a pussy ass woman. I'm a pussy ass woman.
Why do you call your...
Treat a woman, you stupid ass.
Okay.
Hey, I never disrespect a woman. You stupid ass.
I think the problem with Green is that she put her... I think the problem with Green is that I think she put her hands on the cop while he was tackling the dude. And I think that's why she ended up getting hooked up as well.
Oh! You stupid ass motherfucker. Hey! No. But let me tell you something. I never disrespected him for him to touch me like that. Hey, I never did that for him to disrespect me.
We're gonna roll him. Roll him my way.
Come on, roll me.
It's broken. Okay, it's nothing in your vest. Do that. Alright, roll this way. Get up. Put your legs up. Okay, we can go.
Don't on me. Hey, make sure your shit's on. Hey, make sure you. Hey, make sure your shit's on. Hey, make sure your shit's on. It's on. You pussy ass bop. You're disrespectful as
Oh my god.
What's wrong with y'all, bro? You're hurting my arm, bro. What's wrong with y'all? Huh? Wait, baby. Wait, let me talk. Wait, go.
You're doing what I want.
Fuck, wait, go.
You listen.
All right, fuck.
Why y'all doing this to us? Why y'all doing this to us? Cause I tried your bald head ass. Wanna go to it? Spit on me again. Spit on me again.
I never spit on you. I never spit on you.
Then look away.
I never spit on you.
Look away.
I'm a mama. I'm a
Mama.
You in the street, you.
I'm touching up, dude.
Oh my god, Felons of the Caribbean, really?
Stop touching up. Stop touching up. Stop touching up. I told you to stop.
I never touching up.
Stop touching up, bro.
Totally unrelated. Anybody else excited for GTA 6? I'm fucking excited. Totally unrelated, though. Totally unrelated.
You're doing it to yourself. Sit down.
I never been shot. Stupid ass.
That is me. Again, now you got felony charges for kicking a law enforcement officer. Do that shit again and I'm gonna put you in a hobble. You understand?
Hobbler.
I don't know where you're from.
You're gonna end up like this for a while, okay? No more kicking. Or you're gonna end up having your feet tied too. You understand that? Like he said.
He over me in my face.
You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. We gotta start this one. Calm down.
He over me in my face. He mad because he don't make no money. Yeah, hit me again.
Wow. Dre actually approving of the police? Say it ain't so.
I was walking out the gate and y'all took me in for no reason, bro. We were walking out and y'all grabbed us for no reason. We was already walking out. It started off talking about. And then you got tackled me. We already walking out. Y'all grabbed us.
Oh, you're the Superman here.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm claiming injury. He hit me. And he stole my ring. Stole my ring. Yeah, I'm suing. I'm a rapper. Alright, they're gonna feel it.
You okay?
No, he ain't okay. He gonna get sued. He ain't okay. Bald head ass.
You put it in here for I think
I ain't no average ass. I'm not an average ass. This bald head ass. I'm tied up, balled up, tied up. Man, what the f? I ain't even do shit.
They got the females out there like, what like they grown, man. Come on, bro. We're walking out the park. We're walking out the park and y'all decided to grab us. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. We'll take this to the trial.
What warrants a gamer insult?
I gotta, my lawyer?
Alcohol.
Look all the cameras I got around, bro. We didn't do nothing. We was walking out. And y'all.
Y'all said get out. We was gonna get out.
Do you handcuffs fixed or no? Simple question. Do you need your handcuffs fixed?
I do, but I've been wanting to ask you a question.
Turn around.
I've been asking.
Turn around and go that
I've been
face
wanting
out.
to ask you questions and you don't want to answer me. You the grown ass man.
You got multiple charges. And you got a felony charge.
I have a felony charge for what?
Correct. For kicking me. That's battery on a law enforcement
I
officer.
kicked you.
Yep.
Okay, so tell me what charge are.
What's that?
Tell me what charge.
You'll get all the rest of the charges on the road.
I'm talking to you. You can't tell me what the rest of my charge you have? I'm talking to you. I'm not this woman. And I'm calm.
Okay.
And I'm calm now.
So now give me the
But
chance to speak.
look, you
Because
better.
you're asking me a question. And if we're going to sit here
I'm not gonna go back for it.
and I have to talk over you, then there's no need
I'm
for
not
me to
yelling
tell
at
you
you.
because then you're not getting
I'm not
grasping
yelling at
anything
you
that I
no more
need to
because
tell
we're
you.
right here. Right?
You still talking. Instead of you're asking a question, but yet you don't want to hear the answer because you're still talking. Right? So in the city of Orlando, there's disorderly conduct, okay? Which is what you guys are creating at the park, okay? They want to do trespass, right? When the Universal Studios employees want to do trespass, okay? That means all those people that were there with walkie-talkies, they all work security or management for the park, okay? So at some point, you guys were being advised that you were trespassed from the property, right?
Big Wazoo, thank you for the 40 months. Did I ever see the animated movie Flow about the Black Kitty? It's really good. I don't think I ever have. I don't think I've ever heard of that movie.
If you kept stopping or refusing to leave, right, after giving multiple commands, after giving multiple commands and everything like that, letting you guys know you're trespassed, once you guys stopped again, then you were trespassed at that point. You're refusing to leave, so trespass after warning, okay? Then on top of that, right, you were being arrested for that. Everybody else that joined and tried to resist officers and this and that, we're all being arrested, okay? Then when I came up to you and I had the physical ID, which is this ID here that I had, right? And I said, is this you? And you said, no, that's not me, Edward. And then you kicked me, right, which is on camera. Then you earned yourself a felony at that point, right? Because now you battered a law enforcement officer, okay? Do you have any other questions for me? I don't know. In your property, with all the cash in your Louis Vuitton purse. What else?
That was no reason to arrested. Listen,
don't get yourself in more trouble.
Wait, let me ask you. Listen.
Don't get yourself in more trouble.
Let me talk to you.
Don't get yourself in more trouble.
Let me ask you something.
Listen.
Can I ask you something? I'm not yelling.
Go ahead.
Okay, when people like supposedly we got like what did you say? Trespass, whatever. Well, wouldn't you guys were like obligated to tell us before we trespassed? We had no idea.
We told you guys multiple times. It's all on camera.
Multiple times.
That means more than once.
Oh, really?
More than once.
Probably check it out then.
So check this out. Now you talk. I'll let you talk.
Listening.
So listen, before you get in more trouble,
No, I'm not gonna do shit to you.
stop doing that. Just stop doing that. So you don't get
Look
yourself
at
in more trouble, right? There you go.
She was charged with assault on a law enforcement officer, while the rest of the group was charged with trespassing after warning, resisting an officer without violence, and disorderly conduct. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
All right, so this one I haven't seen either. It's pretty old,
January
but I haven't seen this yet.
2025, the Dayton International Airport
Dayton.
Police Department was called to the scene to the Amazon warehouse for reports of a potential trespass with an employee. The following shows the body-worn camera footage of what happened during the incident.
She was not scheduled.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, I'm just going to shadow you until you figure out where she's at. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Alex, what is your location? Copy. copy that. I am heading your way.
How long has she been employed here?
She was a seasonal hire, so I want to say
2 or 3 check
November,
out.
maybe November.
You can cancel checks. I'm good. I'm sorry, how long has she been?
Since about November.
Okay. Is she still seasonal?
Yes, she's right here with us.
Walking toward us?
Diamond, can you ready to put up your card, please? Put up my card for what? Put up your card. What? Officer Sachs is here to escort you off the building.
I have to prove that I'm supposed to be here right now.
Okay.
Diamond.
Show you proof. Why would I get escorted off?
Diamond, because we just had this conversation, remember? I asked you to nicely come off the floor and you refused. I said, do I need to call the police? And you said, I'm a grown woman and do what I have to do. So this is Officer Sachs, so we're going to help you escort you off of the premise.
What would I be escorted off?
Because you are not scheduled and you are refusing to leave.
I have a picture that I'm scheduled for.
Diamond, you do not. I explained to you that was yesterday's shift.
No.
Please put away your card.
Do you want to see the proof that I'm supposed to be here right now?
No, ma'am.
Okay. I'm not leaving. I'm on schedule. Like if I wasn't on schedule.
Diamond, I'm not going to continue having this conversation with you. I explained to you in detail. I showed you your schedule. I showed you the proof that you were not here. I understand it's a misunderstanding, but you are being insubordinate in my ask to have you leave the site.
How am I being insubordinate?
Because I have asked you.
But you're not leaving!
To clock out and go home.
I just told you I have proof. And
I'm not having an argument with you. Officer Sachs is going to help me escort you.
Ma'am, if you can just gather up your stuff and leave.
No, I just need your device and your badge, please.
I think maybe.
Diamond, I don't need to see your proof.
Ma'am.
I'm about to show her. That I have proof
Oh my God.
that I'm supposed to be here.
We've gone through this already.
I understand. So is there something we can do for you?
Alex is helping me with the situation. He had the conversation with me, asking her to leave the site.
Oh my God.
How much longer will it be?
He's like thumbing through a fucking road. Biding your time. Delaying the inevitable.
Are you actually logging into your app, or are you showing us a screenshot?
Oh no.
Okay. So can you go ahead and step out off the floor, please? Diamond, respectfully, I've given you multiple seconds. Can we please step off the floor?
Can we just go to the lunchroom? That's not
No.
leaving the building, but it's in the lunchroom. That way
Oh my
we can
God.
all hear better, okay? Everyone just walk this way, please.
This is exactly like one of those workplace violence like trainee videos that you see all the time.
Okay, ma'am. How much longer is this going to take?
I'm just looking at it.
So have you found your schedule?
I'm looking for it.
Okay, ma'am, either you found it or you can't find it. Are you?
I'm not leaving because I'm supposed to actually be here today.
Well, I'm giving you an opportunity to show me this. How long is it going to take? Because I cannot wait all day. Ma'am?
Ma'am? Ma'am?
I'm just looking.
Ma'am?
I'm not going to wait all day, ma'am.
Ma'am?
What are you looking at?
Your mom. How about that?
And are you supposed to be here today?
Yes.
Where does it say that?
We do have the schedule pulled up where it shows that she's not scheduled.
Can you show me, please? Because she's not cooperating.
Yep, so that's where you can verify the name. That's where you can the ID.
I'm sorry, his computer's very tiny.
And then here's her actual schedule. So she's scheduled on Wednesday the 27th. She's not scheduled.
I asked earlier, has not trespassing been authorized?
I have been authorized to get you on site. I can call and verify. Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm. Ma'am, are you making any progress?
I'm looking right now.
Ma'am, you've told me that several times. I asked if you're making progress.
I mean, obviously should not be taking this long to gather the evidence, so...
Okay. Yes. She said I have the authorization. You have the authorization to trespass.
Okay, can you...
There we go.
Say that in a definitive that you want to trespass?
Yes.
Okay. Can I have your attention?
Up! Solicited trespass!
Okay. Here's the situation. You either leave, or they're trespassing you. And if you don't leave
I
then,
don't even understand what that means.
it means you have to leave.
I'm
You do not
supposed
have
to
a
be on
choice.
the premises.
No.
I'm
If they
supposed to-
trespass you, you have to leave. If you do not leave,
I thought that was if I'm not on the schedule. If I'm actually on
the schedule has nothing to do with it.
Yes,
No,
it does.
it doesn't.
Ma'am?
No, it
How,
doesn't.
what am I trespassing for if I'm not bothering nobody?
They have
They
told you to leave for the day.
Lady, you could be on schedule and they can still tell you to get the fuck out. Yeah. Doesn't matter.
But I'm supposed to be on the schedule. So as
That
soon
is
as
irrelevant.
my schedule is about to be up.
That
in
is
a minute,
irrelevant.
So I will leave as soon as it's over.
That is irrelevant. You need to leave. If you do not leave, you can be arrested for trespassing.
How can I be arrested for trespassing?
Oh my
Because
God.
I will arrest you. So are you going to leave or not?
They are being very patient with her.
Ma'am? Yes or
Hey,
no? Are
what's
you
up,
going
Big
to leave
Smoke?
voluntarily, or are you going to be arrested for trespassing?
How am I be arrested when I'm on the schedule?
Oh my
Whether
God.
you're on the schedule or not is irrelevant to me.
How am I being trusted? That's not making sense. What am I
Last
being-
time I'm asking.
What am I?
I was okay. Please let this be the last time because I'm sick and tired of her asking the same damn question.
Last time I'm asking, ma'am.
What am I?
Are you going to leave
I'm just
voluntarily
asking-
or not?
I'm asking you, what am I being trusted?
You're under arrest for trespassing.
Sir?
Yep.
Ma'am,
Get off of me. I'm not doing
you
it.
are under arrest for
You
trespassing.
are not. No.
Yes.
How am I trespassing? Because I'm supposed to be on
They've
the
said
property.
you need to leave.
Sir, I'm walking away. Please don't touch me. What are you doing? I'm not doing anything to you, sir. I'm not. I'm sitting on the front. Oh my God. Are you serious?
Yes. Put the phone down. Put the phone down. Then turn over.
For what?
You're under arrest.
I'm on the schedule.
You are under arrest for trespassing
I'm
and
on-
not complying.
Sir, I'm on the schedule. What's wrong with you? Sir, what's wrong with you? Oh,
Get back up.
You're under arrest for trespassing.
I'm not doing anything, sir. I'm not touching you. I'm not yelling. What are you doing?
You're under arrest for trespassing.
How am I? I'm about to. I'll leave. I'll leave. I'm on the schedule,
Too late.
sir.
No, 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 no. You're too late. Too late. They always say that. Once the handcuffs come on.
You're arrested me for being on the schedule. Can you take this phone here? Can you take this phone? Okay.
Put your arm behind your back.
You're arresting me for what again?
Trespassing.
For trespassing.
You were asked multiple times to leave.
How are you gonna put me in jail for trespassing? I wasn't in it. I'm being trespassed for being on the schedule?
Yes.
Sure. Let's go with that.
I'm being trespassed for being on the schedule. That's crazy.
Absolutely.
What am I doing? I'm on the schedule. I'm on the schedule for today, and I'm being trespassed. You just dropped me to the ground.
I have
and I'm
one in
not being
custody.
aggressive. I'm not being aggressive.
Is there backup
or I'm not
available?
doing anything. Just say you wanted to take my phone.
One in custody. What was the question?
Just say you wanted to
Do you have a
take my
second
phone.
unit available?
Please bring the second unit, because I need to speak to your supervisor.
Supervisor.
Is this? Can you please come and take it?
What are we on?
Thanks.
What am I being trespass for again?
Amazon.
Being on the schedule, right?
Turn into detention.
I'm being trespassed for being on the schedule, right?
Sure.
Because it's not
I'll take the check
like I'm not
being
being mean, aggressive. I'm not bothering anybody. Like I don't understand.
Can you put somebody at the door
I was talking about a cruiser.
for when an officer shows up, they can get let in?
What am I going to jail for again? I'm going to jail for being on the schedule.
No, ma'am.
It's going to be the same amount of time.
You were told that you were not working today and you were to leave. You refused to leave despite multiple requests. A trespass was issued, you ignored it. You were under arrest for violation of trespass.
I ignored that.
10-12.
I'm on the schedule. How am I being trespassed for working? I have a badge. How you going to trespass somebody?
Oh, shit. Okay.
No.
Oh, damn. I wasn't expecting that to go on
I'm
ship.
supposed to be here.
You can call her after things have been worked out.
What needs to be worked out? I'm on the schedule. You're putting me out for being on the schedule.
Lady, you're not having a job anymore.
Hey, Mitch.
What's going on?
A copy of the personal information she's provided Amazon. And then I'll be needing a statement from you. How late do you work today? For a couple hours?
Till 1:30, yeah.
Okay.
I can go get that to grab my computer, and then I just hit a report number for my loss prevention team.
Okay.
So let me grab my computer and I'll be right back with that info.
We're just refusing to get up? Or are we just, what are we?
She's under arrest for trespass. She's not supposed to be here today. She's refusing to leave
Gotcha.
the floor.
Okay.
Nice.
Refused to leave.
Perfect.
So at this point, I was just waiting for backup so I can go through her purse to try and find an ID.
Okay.
Do you have a Miranda card on you?
I do not. We'll get one.
Big Smoke, thank you for the 36 months. I work at an Amazon warehouse. If my manager told me I wasn't on schedule, I'd be at the door before they could change their mind. True and based.
Take care of it in the car.
Put her in the car.
Yep.
Dispatch. All units. AWS is completed.
Just do me a favor, roll over towards this knee, place it on the ground here to help you get up.
20 is clear. Just information. I'll be en route to that. Unlike that Tuskegee gate.
Sir, can I ask you to hold these items, these personal items? Is that glove hers, or we will need the items?
Okay. Do you want me
Yeah.
to just hold on?
20 to dispatch. Just information for the log. One was turned away. One was allowed.
We provide them. We provide these cards for them to work.
Okay, does she have a second one?
People and having that search.
It looks like she's wearing it.
Okay.
So I'll say she can take it. Like it's.
No, we can get it. There you go. And then if you could hand me her personal items.
Yep.
But I'm on the schedule. I don't know how many times he's gonna say it. At least he's being quiet now.
Hey, ma'am. If you can stand over here, do not enter the vehicle yet.
Could she privacy
Take
strike the
everything out of your
video? I
pockets
mean,
here for you.
she could.
You got anything on you that shouldn't be?
I don't know if you two will
Just get in the vehicle.
allow it because these kinds of things are public information.
I'm gonna buckle you in. I'm gonna start it so she's got heat going on.
Okay, you got stuff on your hood there.
Got it. Thanks.
That's an affirmative defense. She's on the schedule. True.
Appreciate you helping out, Mitch. So,
I'll meet you back at the office. Everybody's in the front seat.
good.
We'll go through that stuff too.
Yeah,
And take it all
put it
out.
into evidence and stuff.
If you want, I'll do the transport.
I'd appreciate that because I got to write the report.
Yeah, we'll get it done. We'll get it knocked out.
All right, man.
Yep, see you guys.
All suspects are innocent until proven guilty. Thank you for watching.
Okay. Now I don't. That's basically all I got. Tones' latest.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Tones Overthinks It, the show where I think too much to make up for the people who don't think at all. And welcome once again to another edition of TLDR. As no doubt many of you are aware, I originally created this segment for the purpose of having a more serious discussion on the practice of First Amendment auditing, and with it, its logical fallacies, its blatant hypocrisy of those who engage in it, and the overall impact it has on our society. And while it's one thing to listen to the lofty opinions of a simple content creator like myself, it's another matter entirely when this discussion is suddenly being had in the halls of government. Which is exactly what took place last week in Texas, where new legislation in the form of House Bill 3565 is currently being considered.
Why?
This bill calls for an increase in punishment for the act of interference with public duties, from a simple misdemeanor to a felony, in which the state can sentence one to more harsh fines and longer jail time. So for this video, I'll be presenting footage from the Texas Committee on Criminal Jurisprudence, where this bill is being discussed. We will hear from both sides of the argument, those who are in support of it, and those who are opposed.
Chair lays out House Bill 3565.
I may have missed that, Kalina.
Thank you, Chairman Louderback and members for the opportunity to present House Bill 3565. I'll be quick and no.
Oh boy, is that a hearing? Hold on a second. Did I miss your milestone? I may have. I don't see it. I didn't see it. Sorry. Oop, wrong thing.
I know that others are waiting, but basically, currently under Section 38.15.
There you go. I see it. 44 months. Thank you very much. She made herself unemployable with this dump. Well, I mean, yeah, obviously.
A of the Penal Code, a person commits the Class B misdemeanor offense of interference with public duties if they disrupt, interrupt, impede, or interfere with the following public servants while they are conducting their official duties: peace officers or police canines, EMS and fire, animal control, and county public health, environmental, radiation, or safety officials. For these public servants, every day and every counter on the job is inherently dangerous, as you know, Chairman. Specifically for law enforcement, when an officer is working a traffic stop or accident scene, dealing with an outside party who is screaming or encroaching the officer's physical space can cause unnecessary distractions and escalation. Additionally, the officer may have to call for backup to deal with the outside party, taking precious resources away from other emergency calls. In Tarrant County, some individuals actively seek out opportunities to interfere with law enforcement during service calls, film the encounters, and post them to YouTube where the footage is monetized. The current criminal penalty for interference with public duties is a Class B misdemeanor, and this bill simply moves to a state jail felony, while the First Amendment...
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I was wondering what this bill does. It just ups the penalty, which, yeah, I'll take it. My concern was whether or not they were going to put some arbitrary like distance between themselves and the officers, which I don't like. I'm not a fan of that. But if they're just upping the potential penalty, then fair.
Protects the right to film law enforcement interactions. The right should not extend to behavior which obstructs a public servant's ability to do their job. Members, I'll be glad to answer any questions. This bill was brought to us by the Tarrant County District Attorney Phil Sorrell's office, and would be glad to answer any questions.
I just want to confirm this. Hang on a second. I'm sorry. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Tarrant County is where Fort Worth is Fort Worth is located, and Fort Worth is completely inundated with First Amendment auditors.
Questions would like an opportunity to close when appropriate, and this bill has been passed by the Senate in the form of Senate Bill 1208 and is in the Criminal Jurisprudence Committee at this time.
You don't touch any of the conduct related to interference.
That's correct. We strike three words and swap out Class B misdemeanor with state jail felony. That's it. Yep.
And does the Senate bill is identical to that? It doesn't.
Okay, that's good. All right, and I think that's the best the concern, and I think that's fair. So the law as it stands has been, it's been on the books, and I think it's been, held valid. So as not to be impermissibly vague. It's just all it's doing is just upping the penalty, which I'm in favor of.
Tinker with the underlying offense.
That's correct.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So as Chairman Cook makes clear, the offense itself and what constitutes that offense still remain the same. Law enforcement, and by extension the prosecutor, has to establish that someone has committed this offense in order to be charged with it and convicted. What this bill proposes to change is making that punishment upon conviction more severe. The reason something like this would even have to be considered is better explained by the next person to speak.
So my name is Bill Vassar. I've been a prosecutor at the Tarrant County DA's office for over 22 years, and I want to tell you all what I've been telling the juries the past 2 years when I've been trying these cases. Nobody is saying you can't film the police. Sadly, whether we like it or not, nobody is saying you can't cuss, scream at, or antagonize the police. What we are saying is you just can't interfere with their ability to investigate a case. What we are seeing in Tarrant County are individuals are inserting themselves on traffic stops. They're inserting themselves on domestic violence investigations. They're inserting themselves on warrant service, where police officers are trying to arrest violent fugitives. They're running up to police officers with their cameras. They are screaming at them. They are cussing at them. They're demanding their name and badge number. And they are physically getting in their investigation. And the problem with that is it's a public safety issue, because I'm amazed in the 20 or 30 cases that I've dealt with in Tarrant County that nobody's gotten hurt. So why do we need to make this a felony? Because we are just having the same group of people are getting arrested over and over again. A couple days in the Tarrant County jail is worth it for them to post it on YouTube and make money off of it. So we're very in support.
So basically, yes. Most of these guys, they're not in it for the transparency. They're in it to get a rise out of people, and get a rise out of officers, hope they mess up, and think that they're going to get a payday out of it. They don't do this for the sake of performing a public service. They do it for the clicks and views and clout.
Support of this bill, I would just ask that you consider this, because I think we really need to give our men and women in blue just a little breathing room when they're conducting investigations, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
This point in particular is...
It's obvious in Fort Worth. We're talking about Harvey Freebird and Carolina Fort Worth. I mean, those are the top two.
Something I've already discussed in a previous video, where there is a woefully imbalanced cost-benefit ratio when it comes to frauditors being held accountable for their actions and the rewards they get from posting it on YouTube. The fact of the matter is, we're dealing with people who think that the getting arrested, probably paying a fine, maybe even seeing a day or two in jail, is insufficient to deter them from committing this action again the next day. I mean, how many times have we seen frauditors get arrested for committing a crime while in the middle of facing charges and going in and out of court for committing that same crime once or even twice over prior? And how many times do we see, because it's a simple misdemeanor, those charges get dismissed because they run out the clock by just causing delays, or they simply don't show up to court and just go to another state, and the failure to appear warrant is simply not severe enough for police to go through the effort to arrest and extradite them. The simple unfortunate truth is, frauditors are no longer deterred by this punishment. Most of them are already criminals, some having served time for more severe crimes, so from their perspective, it's really nothing to them. It's simply the cost of doing business. And it's because of this, a serious discussion now has to be had on whether or not the laws need to change. And with that, all of the time and resources that are required from our tax dollars.
James Freeman is still a thing, but I think he's in Arizona now. He's not in Texas.
Have to be spent now answering this question. And whatever results from this could have serious repercussions.
So, Mr. Vassar, I had similar concern to Representative Moody. I think you could probably tailor this to peace officers in A1 and be better off. Certainly, I agree with you. It can endanger officers. One of the concerns that I have is the breadth of the statute as it relates to interrupting, disrupting, impeding, or otherwise interfering with. And it seems to me that captures a broad range of conduct, right?
Which is fair.
How are peace officers trained on what constitutes a violation of this provision? Because it's pretty easy to imagine an interruption of a peace officer.
Sure.
And
Akira 808 State, thank you for the $4.99. It's all about generating a negative reaction for clicks and views. That's what frauditors do. Yeah, I mean that's their MO.
Certainly different from an assault or a true interference preventing a police officer from handcuffing somebody or something along those lines. So can you just explain that to me?
Sure, and I can explain what Fort Worth PD is training their officers to do.
Okay.
Fort Worth PD is telling their officers, find a line of demarcation, meaning that chair right there. Sir, you're welcome to film over there, but you've got to stay by that chair, okay? So that's what we are training them to do. The problem is, these individuals are not doing that, right? These officers are having to say 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times, you've got to stand over there. They give individuals multiple times, and then they finally say, look, if you do it one more time, we're going to arrest you. So these officers are trained to really, tell them to stay over there, be calm with them. They're welcome to film.
And as always, again, the distance has to be reasonable. The officer can't just tell them to go like the full length of a football field. Unless there's it's like an active shooter investigation and it's like he's still on the loose and they got like a wide berth or something like that. You know what I mean? But if it's like a typical traffic stop, they can't tell the frauditor to go all the distance of a football field. It has to be some level of reasonableness, reasonable distance that allows them to do what they need to do, but also allows the auditor to be able to see what they want to see.
But they've got to get out of their investigation.
Now I'm prepared to admit that those concerns brought in that question are valid. However, the response? To me, that pretty much sums up what we've seen in every single frauditor video. Law enforcement is being trained to consider the First Amendment and understand that, yeah, you have a right to film, yes, you have a right to your opinion, but there are and should be a limit on how much you can encroach upon law enforcement in the course of their duties, if they're conducting an investigation, if they're detaining a suspect, if they're dealing with a situation where people's lives are at risk or may have already been lost. Law enforcement has no inherent opposition to filming them. It's more of simply stay out of their way and make sure they don't have to worry about you and what's in front of them, which I think any rational and logical person, and obviously frauditors are excluded from that, would find perfectly reasonable.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Representative Little, as well. Thank you for your testimony, and I guess I just have
Cat in Virginia, think of it, the 25 months is Fort Worth where my brother serves. No, my brother serves in the DFW area, but he doesn't serve in Fort Worth.
Questions about the line of demarcation?
Sure.
And, like, what is the number, or is there a space that you think is significant?
So there's no bright line rule, and I think Florida right now is trying to pass maybe a 10 or 15 yard barrier, but in Texas we don't have a bright line rule. So what Fort Worth PD is trying to say, pick a tree, pick a line in the concrete or a car, something roughly 10 yards for them to stay behind and film. And what's really amazing to me is that it's pretty impressive that when our officers.
So roughly 10 yards, about 30 feet. I mean, that's fair. That seems about reasonable to me. I mean, you could. So basically, it'd be from here to probably to the far wall of my house. And that's perfectly fine. If I'm watching say I'm a cop and I'm over there, I can perfectly see with these guys' cameras, they can absolutely see what's going on at that distance.
Are getting screamed at, that they are able to remain calm, say, look, sir, you're welcome to film over there. You just got to stand over there.
Thank you, and I appreciate that because I guess I'm thinking about the de-escalation in that point
Sure.
in time when that person comes up and sees something that they think is out of line or whatnot. And, you know, I think about my own family that's in law enforcement and that it could create a public safety issue. But I also have concerns because I feel like if they're filming and if no one catches it, then when something is out of line and it would not be reported, it would go unreported.
Absolutely. And again, in what I've been telling juries the past 2 years, nobody's saying you can't film. That is 2025. We have that right. Everybody has cell phones. It's just if an officer is conducting a traffic stop, right, and I'm the officer and I'm talking to somebody in a car, you can't be right here with a phone in my face screaming at me, right? And because what happens, obviously, is the officer turns to address that individual. Now they're not worrying about their investigation.
Right. Thank you. That makes sense. Thank you so much.
ADA Bastard, let me see if I can touch on exactly what's going on here. In open air investigations or open air inquisitions, wherever we're being called for service, if you direct someone to go behind that chair, in an open air, they simply move the chair.
Right.
So it usually results very, very decidedly into a call for additional units, and we actually are running into situations where investigations can't continue until other units get there, hold the crowd back, or a developing crowd situation. So these things are ever growing, especially in open air areas. So where crowds have congregated or begin to congregate. So this is. Would you agree with that? This is what we're seeing over and over again.
Absolutely, and it's also a resource situation.
Absolutely.
A recent case that I tried, it was merely a DWI investigation, and we had 2 people showing up filming. Well, now because it's one officer with a DWI investigation, we have to have backup, right? Yeah. Oftentimes these interference cases, they turn into resisting cases. That is additional officers. In addition, these people, as part of their play with the police, then they're demanding a supervisor. So then that means a sergeant or a lieutenant now has to come out to the scene to deal with that person. So it's, in lack of a better terms, it's really taking officers off the street.
Once again, perfectly summarizing what we see in almost every frauditor and police encounter. And my takeaway from this is the fact that this isn't just some kooky internet fad anymore. This is becoming a topic of serious discussion, one that has an impact on law enforcement policy and is being looked at seriously by legislators, officers of the court, and law enforcement officials.
Have you seen an increase in this and like over what time period? I guess because, as you said, ADA, that we're looking at now people have cell phones. And
right.
So.
I would say and I'm just going to speak to Tarrant County and Fort Worth. I would say the past 2 years, this is really becoming a problem. And they kind of work in a network because they all have YouTube channels. So they'll be in Fort Worth one weekend, they'll be in Houston the next, then they'll be in Austin because, they're monetizing this.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you all very much.
Now, in the interest of fair play, we are also going to go over the response from a party that is opposed to it. Fortunately, it's not some frauditor off the street going into grandstand and make a fool of themselves.
We show you registered as Kirsten Budwine from the Texas Civil Rights Project.
Yes, sir.
And you are testifying on for or against House Bill 3565?
Against.
Against.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Go ahead.
HB 3565 increases the criminal penalty for the offense of interference with public duties from a Class B, which is 180 days in jail, up to a $2,000 fine, to a state jail felony, which is up to 2 years in jail and a $10,000 fine. Interfering with public duties is broadly defined as a person who interrupts, disrupts, impedes, or otherwise interferes with a peace officer while the officer is performing a duty. People who film the police or protest are often charged with this offense. Protesting and recording police officers are both protected speech under the First Amendment and should not be considered felonious conduct. As the previous witness stated, there is no bright line rule for uniform training for this type of offense. I'm aware of situations where officers who do not want to be filmed, period, or at all, have used this as a weapon against the person who is filming. We are completely against trying to increase the criminal penalties for what is not only protected speech, but what is oftentimes nonviolent conduct that poses no threat to law enforcement. This will have a chilling effect on the rights that we all hold near and dear to us. People will be deterred from holding officers accountable and protesting in fear of being stamped as a felon for the rest of their lives. Rather than punishing citizens for the nonviolent conduct, we should be encouraging this type of conduct. For these reasons,
so, I don't necessarily dispute that cop watching can be a valid form of holding officers accountable in the course of their public duties. I don't think anybody's saying that. The problem, the problem is that these guys that we're talking about, they're not here to do a public service because they know that if they follow officer instructions and that they are quiet, they won't get any money out of it. It'll be a boring video. So they have to antagonize, and even when the officers ignore them, a lot of them try to up the ante, and they try to see how far they can cross the line.
Reasons we are opposed to that was the identical bill, HB 3565. Thank you.
Now that we have heard the opposition, it may come as a surprise to you that I'm not entirely in disagreement on what she said. Yes, while frauditors are not deterred very much by the current punishment, and it is a serious question to ask whether or not we should increase that punishment to create deterrence, and it may very well work if we do, but she is correctly pointing out that doing this will have an impact on people who aren't frauditors, people who do legit exercise their First Amendment rights. And considering the state of things presently, people are going to be doing that a lot in the months and possibly years to come. So it goes without saying that we really should consider the broader implications. Now, there's no way to know for sure if this bill would pass. At the time of recording this, I have not heard any news if it will pass or if it dies in committee. But the fact of the matter is, this bill has come into existence purely because of frauditors. And thus we come to the subject of this video. This is happening. This discussion, all of this, is taking place because of frauditors.
And yes, that is actually a fact. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for frauditors who do not do this for any public service. They do this because they know this is a moneymaker. They love the there's obviously a niche cottage industry of people who really fucking hate law enforcement. They really fucking hate authority, and they get off on people being absolutely abusive to either officers or anybody who works in a public service capacity, like your town clerk. I don't know why, but they do that anyway. And they get off on that, and they love it, and they encourage it, and so there's a niche market.
Because of their misappropriation of the First Amendment and its outright abuse, is causing us now to question if the virtue of unrestricted free speech can and could possibly be outweighed by society's need for order, safety, and security. If I were to put this into layman's terms, effectively they're screwing around with the First Amendment to the point where it could potentially ruin it for the rest of us who don't screw around.
For example, in a similar analog, this was going on, oh my gosh, this is going on about a decade ago, where in Texas, mind you, there were people who were doing the whole constitutional carry of firearms, and they would constantly go to businesses with long rifles slung over the shoulder, mind you, and technically legal. They would go to all these businesses, brandish is a legal term, and they would just walk in a group, make a whole stink about it, and then lo and behold, all these private businesses start saying, yeah, no firearms allowed in our businesses, because these guys like make a stink out of it, make a big show of it. It gets news, and then people who have their Second Amendment rights, they have them restricted because these guys like to make a big stink about it.
Around with it for those of us who actually use it responsibly. And bear in mind, this can happen to any number of rights, whether it's free speech, owning a firearm, being able to appeal and re-argue and delay anything in court. These things exist legitimately for our protection. And as we're learning, they only exist if the powers that be choose to grant them to us. And if people start causing trouble to make the powers that be question whether or not we deserve those things, then we could find ourselves very much having to pay the price for those people's mistakes. But then again, maybe I'm just overthinking it.
I hate you! I hate your tagline!
Thanks for watching, everybody. If you like
Fuck
what
off.
you see here and you want to see even more in the future, please consider subscribing to my channel. Also, feel free to share your thoughts down in the comment section.
No! Do not subscribe to Tones Overthink It. Thinks it. He sucks. He's a terrible person. Anyway. Alright, that's what we're going to call it. I think that's a good time to call it. But I hope you guys had a good time. I had a good time, but I'm going to call it here. Serana. She's crying. I can hear her. Serana. Nope. She's gone. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Kalina, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm fucking with Tones, okay? He sucks. Anyway, thanks you guys. Appreciate it. See you guys tomorrow. And yeah, have a good one. Take care. See ya. Bye. He is the suck. Oh, wait. Nope. 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 Got it.